Well, hey everybody, welcome back to another installment of Secrets of the Tsunami 2 decoder. We're going over some little known facts about the Tsunami 2 and how it's so much different from the original Tsunami series decoder. Today we'll be taking a look at two different locomotives to demonstrate these differences. You've got the Union Pacific 1943 from Mathern here that we'll be taking a look at a little later, but once again, we'll be taking a closer look at this Intermountain Tier 4 Gevo that has Soundtraxx Tsunami 2 and 4 cube speakers installed into this locomotive. One of the reasons there's 4 cube speakers is to really show the 7-band equalizer off. Now, the 7-band equalizer is unlocked by setting CV225 to 7. I'm going to set the CV225 to 0 because it's already set to 7 to show you the difference of the equalizer being off and on. Now with the Dolby 5.1 digital surround sound, you should be able to hear the difference. It immediately lost its bass. All the things that great equalizer can do. Now I'm going to set CV225 back to 7. And what that does is it opens up CVs 226 to 232. And that can overall greatly enhance the sounds. That is your equalizer. Again, 7 bands. You can change several different things to tweak your sounds to make them sound the best to you based on what speakers you put on. It adjusts the sounds based on the frequency and efficiency of the speaker. Can you hear that air compressor kick on? Tsunami 2 is equipped with interactive features such as air dryer sounds timed with the compressor based on locomotive use and application. For example, when the diesel engine is running at higher notches, it creates more heat from combustion that needs to be cooled, so the fan sounds kick on more frequently. When slowing the locomotive, the engineer uses air brakes. When the air is used, it depletes the air pressure in the reservoirs, so the compressor kicks in and recharges the air tanks. If you use the brakes more frequently on the Tsunami 2 when switching or on the road, the compressor kicks in more frequently. The air dryer sounds that kick on when the air compressor starts is different than the one that triggers when it shuts off. There is another random bleed-off sound that happens at regular intervals to dispel the moisture. With 16 sound channels, the modeler actually gets all the sounds built in together to give a more realistic sound image of the locomotive they are trying to model, whereas decoders with less sound channels have to choose to play one sound before playing another. Other ambient sounds are the relays, lubricators, air conditioning unit, and more to help allow the modeler to create a more realistic image of the locomotive using sound. Now I want to talk about function 14, which is switching mode. As you can see here, we have the locomotive moving at 2 of 128 speed steps. When I activate function 14, it now moves at half of that speed. And you can even do that with 1 speed step. So as you can see there, we're now at 1 speed step, which is a lot slower than the typical 1 speed step because we're in switching mode, which is really like half a speed step. Now you can see that there's actual lurching of this locomotive, kind of a jerkiness or surging. As it moves along, it occasionally will do a little bit of a surge. You can max out CV211 to 255, and that will enable slow speed compensation, and you can adjust that CV anywhere up or down you want. But 255 would be really jerky locomotives. So I'm going to do that really quick. As you can see, the locomotive is operating a lot smoother based on that slow speed compensation. You also have back EMF, which is CV215. It gives you better slow speed operation when matched to track voltage. So that's another way to make sure that you get smooth operation out of your Tsunami 2 decoders, whether they're equipped from the factory or if you're buying the standalone decoder. So I hope you enjoyed the video on some of the hidden features of the Tsunami 2 decoder. We'll continue to explore this series online. It's a great decoder with some great features that aren't well known, so it's important to get that information out to you. We'll see you next time right here online. Take care.